Hey everyone, we're back once again for another episode with the wifey, Sis Mabilog. And today we're going to talk about something that a lot of people have asked us in the past, no?
Yeah.
Parang this is we were talking about sige, anong next topic natin. So I was asking Sis, so what's a good topic? And Sis gave a suggestion which I thought was a really good suggestion. How to become a freelancer or virtual professional. Because as many of you know, Ces and I, we both work online. We run a business called Black 10 Creative Strategy. Why is the name of the company Black 10 Creative Strategy?
Well, that's the block number of our house in Iloilo.
Grabe creative talaga, no?
Tamad.
We've been doing that the past couple of years. We did that as freelancers before. Ces and I started as I started as an online graphic designer.
We started as a virtual admin. The one that they call the VA.
Yeah, so virtual
But
admin.
now it's a generic term eh.
Right,
Yung
oo.
CVA.
Ang lawak na kasi ng VA ngayon eh. Now that more clients came in and we were getting more first we were looking for clients ourselves and then later on parang we were at a point.
Clients are going to us now.
Yeah, the clients were already coming to us through referrals, to friends and like that.
Mm.
Pero well, like anything, you have to start somewhere.
People were asking us before how we got our, first client. Especially now with the pandemic, ang dami nagtatanong kung paano nga ba, how are you going to jumpstart your virtual professional career? So, yun, naisip namin that we're gonna talk about this para ma-share na lang. Saka iba-iba kasi, ikaw,
Yeah.
Iba din yung way na nakuha mo yung first client mo. Ako,
Yeah.
iba din.
Back in I think it was 20
18?
No, before that pa, when I was still working sa fuel, no.
Fuel or Mayad?
I was working in actually kahit in Mayad. Well, in Mayad kasi I was not really online yet. I was a freelance graphic designer pero mostly local clients. And then 2012 I think we were newly married. We just had Alexa. Dami
Yeah.
nating utang. So I said, kailangan ko maghanap ng extra. So I talked to
We
my
need to hustle.
Yeah, you need to hustle. I talked to my boss and I asked my boss na, can I get outside clients? And, well, thankfully, I had some friends who would refer me to clients in Manila pa lang. Kasi that
Yeah,
time,
local pa lang.
hindi pa ganun ka-uso yung you get clients in the United States. I think meron naman, pero at least in Iloilo City, hindi pa siya ganun ka big deal. So,
Yeah. How
so
many clients ngayon? You started with
I started with two
local
startups.
clients.
One startup was a cashback system called Zap. And second one was My Legal Wiz, who is still one of our clients until today. That was my life, so I was doing that. And then later on, I left Fuel and then I went to full-time ministry.
Yeah.
Pero when I came into full-time ministry, I also talked to my senior pastor na, is it okay if I keep on getting projects? And so, I think that went on until 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
Na we decided to do this already full-time.
Pero ako iba. Ikaw, you started with local. Ako, I started with an international client. Yung story ko naman is, a friend referred me to an Australian client. It was a video company, video production company based in Bundaberg. Yun
Australia.
In Australia. So, I started as a VA. Bale, before, when you say a VA, it's like all around. So, I managed their social media and then I managed the email, the calendars. And after that, I think after a year, I got promoted to project manage the clients for them. So, yung hinahawakan ko, hindi lang yung tawag nito yung negosyo ni client, but pati na yung client ni client. So, yun, I started with that. Then after
Yeah.
that, tuloy-tuloy na. So, majority of my clients naman is from Australia.
Pero the question that people should answer before you even talk about looking for clients is, am I really cut out for freelance work?
Yeah, because yun nga, daming nagtatanong sa atin before if how they can work online ba. Pero tayo, we noticed that not all people are tailored to be online professionals.
Correct. It's like any business, I mean, or any not business, any profession.
Yeah. Hindi
Diba?
pwedeng
Not everyone is
employment,
meant to
oo.
be a doctor.
Yeah, a nurse or Yun,
Correct.
businessman.
Hindi naman I mean, I don't wanna limit anyone.
Keep looking on the laptop instead of the camera.
Ako din actually, I just realized that. Hi guys, we're here pala. When you talk about online profession, I'm not saying na I wanna limit you na if you're not this, then you can't go in. No? But it
Yeah.
can really help if you have this. So, we wanna talk about three characteristics that can really help you know if freelancing is for you.
Yeah.
What's the first one?
So number one, you have to be proactive. Dapat
Right.
may proactiveness talaga.
Yeah.
In you.
I mean, obviously, you're working from home, so you have to manage your own time.
Yeah.
You have to manage your own productivity.
Mm.
You have all the temptations of, Netflix is there,
Yes.
your laundry is there,
Your bed is just there
your
if you
bed
just want to
is
sleep.
there. So when we talk about proactiveness, you're active, meaning that you're always looking for ways to serve your clients.
Yeah.
Also, I think because ang hirap kasi to prove your your results to a client because you're not face to face.
Yes. Hindi kanya nakikita unless they have this system which we never had na
Yeah.
merong parang nag-screenshot ng tawag nito ng desktop nila.
Yeah, which works for some but not for
Yeah,
us.
not for us.
It really depends. Pero
Yeah.
yeah, I think number one, proactiveness really has to be there.
Unlike, the office work, online work kasi your boss is not there all the time to guide you or to check on you, how are you doing, something like that. Tapos there are other clients also that doesn't want to get updated all the time. Like
Yeah.
even the lunch breaks, ayaw nila na, di ba normally as Pinoy, mahilig tayo na I'm on lunch break, ganyan. Others naman doesn't want that update.
Correct.
So, yun, dapat proactive ka lang na at the end of the day, when your client asks you kung anong nagawa mo, may output ka na
Yeah.
sasubmit.
And also, when you're a virtual professional, the best way to grow in this career is to treat your work as consulting work. I think the one point there that kind of crosses with point number 2 is many of your clients don't have solutions eh.
Yes.
Hindi din nila alam kung anong gagawin. So, you have to do your own research. You have to do your own
You have to learn new stuff.
yeah.
Like tools, softwares.
Point number 2 is you need to think like an entrepreneur.
Like, ayun nga, businessman.
Oh, it's a business eh. It's not freelancing, it's not employment.
Yes.
It doesn't provide as much stability.
Yes. Kasi yun usually yung tinatanong sa atin. Paano yan if nawalan ka ng client?
Eh di
So,
nawalan ka ng client.
No, what's the answer there? What's our answer?
Get multiple clients. Kasi again, Black and Creative Strategy is a consulting business. It's a firm. And we have a small team, very very humble team, but very efficient team. We treat it as an agency.
Yeah.
You have to, like for example, if you're a marketing virtual professional, you have to think like a marketing agency. Kasi that's the only way to be stable eh. Well, not the only way, but it's one of the best ways to remain stable. Multiple clients. And when you think about entrepreneurial, when you're talking about entrepreneurial thinking, that's why we like, if you notice, we don't call them bosses. You know, the people that we work for.
We call them clients.
We call them clients because we treat it like we're a business serving you. And there are some people who want to look for employees, virtual employees, which is fine. I think that's completely fine. But I mean, in our experience at least, sa nakikita namin, it really helps when you treat it as a business. Kasi
Yeah. So you are more like a consultant than an employee.
when people work with other VAs outside,
Kailangan mo pang utusan yung VA all the
yeah,
time.
oo. And you have to micromanage.
Yeah.
You have to and I mean, if you're that kind of virtual professional, no offense meant, no. I mean, that's you. Do you. Pero we're just talking out of our experience na if you really want to grow and thrive as a virtual professional, kailangan you have to think like an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So that's the second.
And you have to treat it like a business. Na
Treat it
parang
like a
wala
business.
kang plan B na, ay hindi, I will just go back to corporate if this won't work. Yung number 3, yun nga, we mentioned earlier, it's hunger for learning.
Why?
Because normally clients hire you because they need someone na skilled for this. Like for example, if they want to build a website, they get someone that knows how to build a website. They need someone to do the social media for them. They will hire someone that knows social media.
Right. When you're talking about virtual profession, when you're handling things, many of them are tech related. The technology changes all the time.
Yeah, I think may insert akong story. Before
Yeah.
kasi, when they hire a VA, pansin ko lang, all throughout the years, when they hire a VA, normally they will just start by, training the VA, what to work on, what tools to use. Ang daming kasi ngayon, daming naghahanap ng work, pero konti na lang yung clients. So
Right.
now, yung ginagawa is dapat you have to be skilled in order for you to get hired.
We have heard this, people say this all the time. I wanna be an online professional, pero hindi ako techie.
Yes. So, pagdating naman dyan, ang hirap kasi, you cannot be not techie and you wanna work online.
Yeah. Pero I also think na going to this thought, no, na it's not even, the issue is not the tech eh.
Yeah, dapat
I mean,
ka lang.
obviously our kids know how to use iPads.
I mean, you know how to Facebook.
Yeah.
So, hindi ka naman siguro na hindi ka techie.
I think it's really a hunger for learning at the end of the day. Na are you willing to
learn.
go back to scratch?
Yeah,
Also.
and diba, remember when I got hired by, the Australian company, wala namang dun, tools before. We were just using Gmail, the G Suite. And then eventually, we keep learning and learning. So we started learning CRMs, email marketing, and then social media.
Correct. And many of the tools that we used like 5-7 years ago are no longer the tools we use now.
Yes, iba na. And then those tools, natutunan lang natin on the job na. So, thank you, YouTube Academy.
I mean, people talk about this all the time na so what's the best course for you to become an online professional? Is it IT? Is it ComSci? Hindi eh. It really
Hindi.
depends eh. I mean, we have so many friends who are nurses before.
Yeah, nurses,
Teachers.
Yung
Pero,
iba nga didn't finish college.
tama, yeah. Like Patrick Mabilog.
Like him. Ako naman, I didn't use my diploma. Nung I finished college, pero when I got the work online, lahat sila hindi naganap ng diploma because they do not look at the resume alone. They look at the portfolio.
Correct. I didn't realize it would become 15 minutes already. We'll make
Chop
2
it.
parts na lang siguro.
Or chop.
So this is part 1 of this series that we're going to do. How to become a virtual professional. The next video will talk about some tips naman
Yeah.
on how to get clients. Closing thoughts? What do you have in mind na you want to share to people?
Question to yourself is, can you manage your own time ba? And if you have the hunger to learn. Kasi normally yung napapansin ko is, yun nga, naghahanap sila ng work, they will approach us, pero yung, naman, when you throw the, na sa kanila, yung opportunities, sasabihin nila, I do not know that tool, or I am not familiar, tapos eto lang kasi alam ko. Well, if that's your response, then, mahirap. Kasi we will not be there to, to journey with you.
Yeah. Usually, di ba na, hire mo naman ako. Oh, what can you
Yeah.
offer? Eh, di ba friends tayo?
Yeah, normally yan eh. Well, some of, our friends then ask for work na, baka meron kayo dyan for me. Pero yun nga, so what skills do you have ba? Kasi
Yeah.
we cannot just hire you na, coming from corporate din ako before. Normally kasi, routine lang sa corporate eh. So you don't have to, kumbaga, upskill in order for you to grow. So dito naman, you cannot be stagnant.
Yep.
Otherwise, wala, papalitan ka.
Yeah. No offense meant to our friends ha. Kung di kayo namin na-hire, we love you, but we don't wanna work with you.
So mean.
Kasi we also noticed that many people say, I wanna become a virtual professional. We ask them why. Kasi gusto ko rin mag-travel. Gusto ko rin
They
mag-work.
see the perks.
They see the perks. Oh, they see the traveling, the digital nomad, the dollars. It's not all a bed of roses ha. It has its own set of challenges. So if you want to become freelance professional, we really hope na you do it because you love being proactive. This is, if you notice yung tatlong bagay na to, it's not you have to be. It has to be something that's really innate in you, like entrepreneurial thinking. Hindi naman lahat talaga are entrepreneurs eh.
Yeah.
That's how we are wired. And so if you're not wired like that, then maybe virtual profession
Or
isn't for
maybe
you.
corporate is really for you.
Yeah, and that's completely fine.
Exactly. Meron kasing mga tao na nag-thrive din sa corporate eh.
So, do you. Do you, no? Not what you see on social media,
Yeah.
not what you see on your friends na, uy, ganda naman ng buhay, nag-work lang sa Boracay, but you realize, no, na if you're working in Boracay, you're really working in Boracay, so hindi mo naman masyadong ma-enjoy. So there are always,
May
the
pros and cons.
there's always pros and cons. So make that decision based on, I think number one is really a sense of calling. No?
Yeah,
Na,
tama.
are you really meant for this?
I think depends also to what lifestyle do you wanna have.
Mhm.
Diba? There are people enjoying, the office
Yeah,
office work.
correct. Oh. So again, that's good. If that's you, then please don't leave your job. Huwag na kayong mag-freelance.
Yeah.
Stay in your corporate jobs.
Tapos meron naman na ayaw may boss, they want to be their own boss, they want to manage their own time, then yun, pang freelancers yun.
Next video, we're going to talk about tips already.
Yeah.
So, if you wanna check that out, subscribe to this page. Di ako sanay sa ganun na. Subscribe to the page because and hit the bell button. Ang weird, no? So that you'll get notified when
Just
the
follow
next
us on
video.
Facebook so that you can see if we have a joke
Don't send us a message, ah. Maawa
We're
kayo.
not tiring.
Oh, we're not tiring. Pero we'll see you in the next video where we'll talk about tips on how to find clients.
Yep.
See ya. Is that gonna go in the cut?